monkey's the eye in the sky. He sees everything.
The Isle has always been a game of life and death. Your choices alone impact how long you will survive in the world, sprinkled with a little bit of luck, of course. But that's the beauty of it. That's how a survival game should be. And the new grapple mechanic completely erases that ideology, and in my opinion, creates a very concerning precedent going forward if nothing is done to address it. In the most recent patch, a new mechanic was given to Omniraptor, allowing it to grapple onto victims after pouncing for 2 seconds. Essentially, if an Omniraptor can stay pounced for this amount of time, which is incredibly easy to do, you can completely incapacitate your victim. If you have a group of Omniraptors, your chance of successfully grappling larger opponents is significantly increased, meaning that basically anything in the game can be defeated using this method. Now let's go over the obvious issues first. Number 1, the balancing. Currently, Omniraptors can grapple a fully grown Dilo or Pachy. This is just bad balancing. Omni is not meant to 1v1 these dinosaurs, never mind completely counter them with one simple ability. Of course, this isn't the biggest issue because balance changes and this is a brand new thing, so it's really not a big deal. However, everything moving forward from here absolutely is. The next issue is how simple it is to use this ability. To pounce, you need a small amount of stamina, and to stay pounced long enough to grapple, it is incredibly easy to do. Most players on their first try will easily surpass the 2-second timer to enable grapple. This immediately removes any kind of skill ceiling for the ability, and really hurts Omni's success as a playable in my opinion. Playing as a small pack hunter is risky, and that's the point. You have strength in numbers, and every mistake could be your last. That's the beauty in a playable like this, and this safe ability really strips Omniraptor of its identity for me. The largest issue at play here is the complete lack of counterplay to this ability. When pounced, players can use stamina to buck the player off. This is good gameplay. It allows for both sides to do something to get an upper hand on the other, but for some reason, the grapple mechanic ensures victory. There is no counter whatsoever until the Omniraptor runs out of stamina. Now, there's a few issues with this. For one, the little amount of stamina it requires to engage the ability means that Omni players will most likely stay grappled to their target until they die, and this is only worsened with more pack members. The second issue is just how frustrating this ability is to the victim. Growing for hours on end only to end up dead as a result of an ability you can do nothing about is ridiculous at best. You will not entice players to a survival game where they have no control over a specific situation. That goes against the very essence of the experience. It's also rather unavoidable. Omniraptor can outrun most playables in the game, and that number will only rise as more are added. The final issue with this is that it punishes solo players a lot. In a game where playing by yourself is already very difficult, adding a mechanic that makes you entirely useless to a small group of Omniraptors is detrimental to that demographic of players. Now, I want to make something very clear. This is a work in progress update, and a brand new one at that. I am only saying this in the hopes of changing the ability into something that's much more fun, fair, and immersive for players. Any kind of counterplay would be welcome, and I am very confident that a solution can be found. However, the current version of this ability is severely flawed, and in my opinion, harms the way that the game is supposed to be played. I'm glad that the devs are trying to add new things for us to do, and I hope that a solution can be found quickly and calmly. Please do not harass or bully the devs for this, it will only cause more problems, but I know you guys are great people and that won't be an issue. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day, bro.